Hey guys, what is up, and welcome back to the KBA. Now, today is, well, if you could tell by these games, or what I said in last episode, today is the Christmas special. We will be doing prime times only in this game, besides one other thing I need to go over, but hey, editing little Cody in here. If you want to be the Wizards or the Thunder, just join the Discord. Links in bio and description, and you can be one of those teams. Also, expansion team for next season is open as well. Just join up. Sorry to interrupt, but yeah, we need 2 more members. Thanks, guys. These are the primetime games. Obviously, you should know them if you know the real Christmas games this year, or if I don't know how else you would know. But we got the Hawks, the Knicks, then you got the Celtics, the Bucks, the Suns, and the Warriors, the Nets, and the Lakers, and then you have the Mavs and the Jazz. Pretty cool games, great games. Now, also in this, we can now look at All-Star voting, so I'm going to leave this here. You can screenshot it right now because I'm going to click off the screen very quickly. But these are your All-Star votings right now. I'm a little confused on how Jaylen Brown isn't there, because Jaylen Brown is leading the Celtics in scoring with almost 30 points a game. He's the only notable snub I can think of. I'm sure you guys will see some others when we go over stats here in a second. But yeah, these are your current All-Stars season awards. These are all of them. Now, Tobias Harris, he got traded in the last episode. I put it in the Discord. If you can guess who averaged these numbers, then you'll get a prize. The Spurs ended up winning it. But Tobias Harris is there. He popped off. Player of the Month is still the same. Rookies of the Month are that as well. I don't think there's anything else other than this. Rudy Gay reached a buyout with the San Antonio Spurs. He is available to be signed by any team right now. He wants to go to a contender, though. So, here's the thing. If you are a top 5 seed in either conference, you can offer a contract towards Rudy Gay. You can see those 10 teams right here. If you are if you are a team 6 through 8 seed, so the Celtics, the Knicks, the Bulls, Grizzlies, Jazz, and Trailblazers, you can offer Rudy Gay a contract, but it will cost more than he would cost in terms of going to a contender. So if a contender tries to sign him, he'll be cheaper, but he'll be more expensive if he goes with those guys. So if you want to take that bet. And then anybody who's towards the bottom of the league, I don't think he's going to sign there. I mean, he just got out of the Spurs, who were bottom tier in terms of overall and just, doing good this season. So he would prefer to be on a contender. So these 10 teams, you know who you are. If you want to sign Rudy Gay, hit me up or comment in this video and give me a reason on why Rudy Gay should come to your team. Don't just go, hey, I want to sign Rudy Gay. Give me a reason why Rudy Gay should join your squad. Now, if we look at the power rankings, right now the Sixers, Bucks, and Nets are the best teams in the league, but the Mavs, Clippers, and Hawks are right behind, and currently the worst team is Houston. I believe across all boards, Houston is considered the worst. 52% of you aren't subscribed. Subscribe right now or I will kiss your mom on the toes. Rookie report, pretty much still the same thing. Jalen Green pulled ahead because the Suggs show, Jalen Suggs, is now on the 76ers. Rebounds is still Mobley. Assists is Giddey right now, and steals is Jalen Green, and blocks is Evan Mobley as well. If you want to look at the other ones down here, you can go ahead and look at that. I'm not going to go over everything there. So Giannis with the points per game, and now Rudy with the rebounds per game. He passed Giannis. Assists per game is currently Chris Paul. Steals is Ben Simmons with almost 3. Blocks is Rudy Gobert. And if we go to triple doubles, because this is always cool to see, Jokic is currently the most. And plus minus, Giannis, Simmons, Durant, Griffin, Middleton, and Tobias Harris. Don't know what's happening here. He's an 85 overall. If we look at his career stats, he's averaging 26 this year. Cool. Orlando kind of traded for him. He's playing great. He's happy. He's actually really great over on the Magic. But yeah, as you can see, blowout win over the Pelicans. The Magic went on a little bit of a crazy win streak here, and it's all because of Tobias Harris. This man put up 45, 41, 32, had a 32 triple-double against Brooklyn, a 50-point win against Miami. Like, this dude was hooping. He went on a crazy win streak right there. They lost against the Clippers, which is his former team. That was one of the hints. And then he's just been playing great. Alright, it's kind of remarkable. Ever since he left Philly, he's kind of turned into an all-star candidate, and he's actually in the voting for all-star. So he could possibly be an all-star this season. He's averaging career highs in points right now, now that he has returned to Orlando after many, many years. Another interesting thing is the Magic have fired their coach and hired Andre Miller, former NBA player. Now, Andre Miller usually is in the game, but I can't find him at all in this section, so I have no clue where he's at, but I had to remake him. So I know that face scan isn't quite the same, but it was as close as we can get. I'm going to try to figure something out so I can put a bunch of old players in the game, and then have them retire at like 40, and then it will put them in the Hall of Fame, and then it will be able to kind of port them in as coaches, because I know right now that you can't really put any player in as a coach, but I know after a couple of years, if a player retires, gets in the Hall of Fame, and then they can become a coach. So I'm going to see if I can put like some historic players in, or some players who could actually be coaches over here in the free agent section. I mean, like, Varejao isn't going to become a coach, you know what I mean? Like, JJ Redick, Jared Dudley is a coach in real life, but I can't make him a coach in here, unfortunately. But a lot of these guys would be cool to have as coaches, but the game isn't, you know, that advanced quite yet. So that's pretty much it for anything that's not just the games, and we're going to jump in to Christmas Day right now. Now, one thing I do want to add before we jump into these games, one final thing, is at the end of the year we will be adding an expansion team, so that we can allow more members into the league. Right now, the Sonics are most likely going to be the team. I would scroll through the menus and show the other options that we could possibly have, but there's way too much pornography in 2K right now. Crazy to say that word regarding 2K, but yeah, there's a lot of titties all over 2K, so I can't show you the rest of the teams, but the Sonics is probably the main one we're going to be adding. We're going to be adding only one, not two, but we'll add one every season. Hey, before we jump into these Christmas games, I'm taking this time to basically tell you guys, go watch the Spooktober streams. Make sure you come to the Until Dawn streams. They're absolutely hilarious. It's me getting scared shitless for about an hour to an hour and a half. If you haven't checked them out, go check them out, or you can go to my Instagram, my TikTok, my YouTube Shorts channel, and you could just see clips from me getting scared. I'm just plugging this because you guys should definitely check out this content. It's really fun. I'm enjoying it a lot, and the rest of the community is too, so don't miss out on this spookiness. Oh. Okay. I don't think you were going to. I needed that. Merry Christmas. It is time for the Christmas games, and we're starting off with some, you know, good action. A little bit of a rivalry here in the New York Knicks and the Atlanta Hawks. Let me tell you, this game was absolutely nuts. As you see, Julius Randle averaging a good almost 27 points. Trae Young is in this game 3rd in voting. Kemba Walker also in this game for the next season 9th for voting. I doubt he'll make the All-Star game. And then it's obviously led by Kyrie and Harden of Brooklyn Nets. Now, this Christmas game, I mean, I think we're starting off with probably the best game of the night. This was back and forth for quite a bit here. John Collins, as you can see, getting some dunks right off the bat. But Kemba Walker, man. Kemba and Trae kind of battled. I think both of them reached about 40 points this game. You'll just have to see the highlights to believe it. As Emmanuel Quickly, deep 3 from the top of the key. This game, like, I don't even know what happened here, man. This is like a Game 7 type performance. I mean, this is just the embodiment of Christmas games. Some of the best NBA primetime action there is. As Kemba nails that 3, he's going to go ahead, hit another one from the same spot off the dish from Evan Fournier. They were both teammates on the Celtics. Now they're over here in New York as Randle gets the slam right around John Collins. Now Randle is kind of leading this Knicks team with almost 27 points a game, 13 rebounds. 13 rebounds, like 2 assists, nothing crazy, but he has been hooping. Kemba Walker, though, speaking of hooping, gets the tough lay over Trae Young. We've already seen him score about just 12 points in the highlights in general. This man had, I want to say, close to 40. And you'll see why we get close to 40. Here's Manuel Quickly out to big old Barrett. RJ Barrett, that is, for 3. Kemba Walker switching sides here in the second half. The Knicks have an 8-point lead. Doing pretty well for them. Kemba with the hop step, crafty finish around Clint Capella as he nails once again Barrett for 3 as the Knicks take a commanding 13-point lead, but it does not stay for very long as DeAndre Hunter to the lob to John Collins as the Hawks start to fight back. Kemba, though, you know, trying to make that not happen as Robinson with a snatch block. I haven't seen snatch blocks by the computer like at all this year, so that was pretty dope. Gallinari with the dunk. The Hawks, though, trying to come back here. Another oop to Gafford. Trae Young, you know, given us kind of an assist clinic as the Hawks were just finishing at the rack way too well, as it ends up getting super close here in the fourth. Big block off the glass by Randall. Bogdanovic to Clint Capella, gets the and one as he goes to the line and ties it up 126 here. 2 minutes and a half to go. D Rose with the crafty finish, misses, but good old Mitchell Robinson with the putback as well. Trae Young step back, moves around Mitchell Robinson, easy floater. That's pretty much what he's known for, just hitting them floaters, them threes, being a little mini Steph Curry is John Collins, the Baptist, catching them lobs as D Rose pulls the three. Clutch right there from, Chicago's homeboy. Right there's Fournier. I don't even know what this was. Passes off to Randall. Sure, cool layup down three. Atlanta here. 16 seconds left to go. 2-second differential on the clock as Clint Capella with a little fade and gets the layup to go. They end up fouling Derrick Rose here and sending him to the line to get these baskets to go ahead and drop. Hawks down 134-137. New York Knicks have the lead here. 8 seconds left to go. Trae Young bringing up the ball. It's him. D Rose. John Collins for three. Misses. Rebound. Capella. Three again. Collins at the buzzer. And he hits it. We're going into overtime here on Christmas. Merry Christmas. Santa Claus has plenty of presents for you as Capella catches a lob from the heavens here as the Hawks start to take a little bit of lead, but Kemba Walker not done yet. Another three. He was shooting the lights out from deep here. You want another? Bam! Another three, tying it back up. 143. 2 minutes to go here in OT. New York and Atlanta dueling here on Christmas Day. Still tied 145, but John Collins, the sniper, apparently. I don't know why he was shooting so well, but 145 as Hunter hits the dagger, looks the Knicks square in the eyes, gives him a little "you can't see me" John Cena, and the Hawks pull away 145 here on Christmas Day. Big comeback. Trae Young and the group brings home this huge W here in New York, once again being the villains of Madison Square Garden. Kemba looks absolutely tired. He tried his best. He can't believe they took this loss. Kemba with 39, 7, and 9. Almost had a triple-double there. Julius Randle, 25 and 8. Nice little double-double by Fournier and Mitchell Robinson, both on the assists and rebound side. Derrick Rose had 15. Barrett had 18. A lot of players here, try to play their hearts out. Almost 40 minutes for about 5 different players on the Knicks. And then you have Trae Young, 40 and 11. Clint Capella with 24 and 16. And then John Collins with 23 as well. And the clutch three. I don't know how he missed the first one and then made the second one. Doesn't matter. DeAndre Hunt almost had triple-double in the craziest first game of Christmas in history. Jumping into our second Christmas game, we're here with the MVP frontrunner in Giannis. 32 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists, and, his opponents are the Boston Celtics, who have been led by Jaylen Brown this year, taking a huge leap in his scoring, averaging 29.4 points per game. There's Chris Middleton, Al Horford. The Bucks up that former championship squad: Drew Holiday, DiVincenzo, Middleton, Giannis, and Brook Lopez. The Celtics got Schroeder, Brown, Tatum, Smart, and Horford out there. Tatum playing a little bit of the power forward action. Doesn't stop him from pulling up deep over the top of Giannis. Celtics off to a very hot start into this game. A 11-0 run. Make that a 13-0 run before the Bucks got their first basket here. Thankful to a Middleton mid-range jumper. But Jaylen Brown with the 3. 18-9 here halfway through the first quarters. Holiday with a tough finish around Robert Williams, and Robert Williams right back at it himself with another dunk as Giannis starts to go to work on this one-hand fading floater thingy-majiggy, I don't even know, but Boston ends up kind of struggling here to keep that huge lead as it's only 28-25 here in the second quarter. Pritchard off to Canner, the man who just returned back to Boston after being with the Trailblazers for a season, averaged a double-double last season, along with another man returning to the Celtics. You see right there, Al Horford with the big old dunk, and Giannis with the big board and spin around dunk. I don't even know what to call that. Just another little fancy thing is Cantor. Nice little put back score. 38-35. Schroeder finishing hard at the basket. Can't get it to go as Portis snatches it off the glass, and Grayson Allen with a dunk. A nice big pickup there by the Bucks. Kind of confused why Memphis traded him as Tatum handles a poster to the Milwaukee Bucks. Tries to pull the mid-range. Doesn't get it to go. Celtics now down 6. Kind of, the Milwaukee Bucks started to pull away here huge as Boston is down 57-67. There's Brown hits the jumper. Giannis getting a little freaky deaky, Greek freak, that's his name. Boston climbing back though. And good old Pat Connaughton, I don't even know. Well, I don't know why I can't pronounce that well. As Chris Middleton nails a dagger here as we jump into the fourth quarter. The Celtics down 11. Tatum trying to bring them back with the dunk. Him and Brown both played pretty well tonight. Horford as well gets to the rack. A flagrant on Bobby Portis Jr.'s. Horford gets 2 shots at the line here. Only down 3. Some very big baskets here for Boston. And now only down 1 with the ball. Schroeder with a tough finish. Gets the rebound and puts it back up, giving Boston back the lead. But Boston didn't keep it very long as Milwaukee now up 98-92. Marcus Smart getting shifty with it. A little spin around, mid-range jumper around DiVincenzo. Boston down 4, now only down 1 thanks to Tatum with a big old 3 over Giannis. Brown battling to take that lead back as Brown hits a spin jumper. Up one are the Boston Celtics, but you know when Giannis is in the game, leads don't last very long. Good turnaround fader by Giannis. Jaylen Brown mid-range over Bobby. This game, man, back and forth, some great Christmas action. You got the MVP frontrunner in Giannis, and honestly, Jaylen Brown could be an MVP candidate. 29 points a game. That's kind of crazy. Marcus Smart, clutch 3 in the quarter, putting Milwaukee down 2, but it's all tied up. Schroeder with a big 3 misses. Horford with a rebound. 45 seconds left. Look at this. Middleton gets the ball. 108, 15 seconds left to go. Right, Bucks ball. Maybe 0.4 in the shot clock. Drew Holiday, top of the key, guarded by Horford. You see that Brook Lopez, Jaylen Brown. That's a little bit of a mismatch. The Bucks notice it. Lopez, nice little fader, turnarounds, bang! Hits the mid-range jumper for the win. The Milwaukee Bucks with a huge buzzer beater win here on Christmas Day. Celtics quite sad. Giannis, 40 and 19 with 2 blocks. The man almost had a 40-20 game. Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton both had 21 respectively. All around, the Bucks were just a dominant force. DiVincenzo had 7 and 8. Brook Lopez had 10 rebounds and game-winning shot. But over on the Celtics side, Tatum with 33, Jaylen Brown with 22 and 41 minutes of action, Al Horford with 14 and 7, Dennis Schroeder with 8, 9, and 12, almost got himself a triple-double there, and his Kanter also had 8 and 8 as well. Now, following up that Eastern action, we're heading over to the West here. One of the teams that were in the finals last year is Devin Booker's led Phoenix Suns. Now, recently some news came out that Michael Bridges does no longer want to be in Phoenix, as you see there, him dunking. Yeah, Michael Bridges is not very happy with the Phoenix organization. He does want to be moved. He does want to leave Phoenix. Now, he's appreciated what they've done with the culture, what he's done with the team. But after last year's finals appearance, the disappointing end, and currently starting off the season 13-18, he does kind of want to leave. He feels like he could be a bigger role with other teams. You see Chris Paul there, 4th in MVP, or not MVP voting, All-Star voting, along with Curry and Luka there. Now, unfortunately, Michael Bridges is a tough situation because you have the Suns, great team. You have a veteran Chris Paul averaging 18 and 10, just signed a max contract recently with the Phoenix Suns. You have Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton, who still have some time to progress but are already great players in the league. And then you have Cam Johnson and their supporting cast like Cam Payne. But, you know, Michael Bridges isn't really looking for a championship ring. He wants to prove himself. He doesn't feel like the team's a championship contender, although they did sign Olympian JaVale McGee, as you can see them getting turned on the bench. But yeah, a little interesting news. Michael Bridges does want to get out of Phoenix. Unfortunately, that kind of sucks for Phoenix as they are having a really shitty start to the season, and I feel like maybe moving Michael Bridges is what they need to do. Team chemistry seems a little off because Bridges isn't loving his time in Phoenix, making it hard for the team to work together. Look at that pass by Klay Thompson. Did not know he had it in him. He gives the dish to the cum bucket, and JaVale McGee catching that oop, slamming it down. Klay Thompson, though, kind of trying to go to work, but it don't matter. Terrence Ross with the buzzer beater put back dunk at the end of the first. Curry doing Curry things, shooting the lights out from deep. 59-57 Phoenix, a campaign. We were just speaking about him. Nails a dagger 3 contested. Gordon Hayward, a recent acquisition of the Golden State Warriors. It's been a couple of weeks now. I want to say about a month or two since Gordon Hayward was traded to the Warriors. He's made a really nice impact. He's averaging about 15-16, and the Warriors are one of the better teams in the West right now. Zubac also on this team. He's been a nice little help for them as well. Kuminga, the rookie, still adding some good pieces. You still have the Splash Bros right there, as you see Clay and Curry back-to-back getting big buckets here as Golden State up 120-115. And that man we were just talking about, quiet from the Clippers earlier in the season, big dunk right there. Curry nails what seems to be the dagger as the Suns take the L here. 128-119 as Curry, Clay, and the Splash Bros get it done. DeAndre in 31-15-3. Booker 28-7-7. Michael Bridges 17-8-4 with only 6 shots. This man's dropping 17 on 6 shots. See why he wants to get traded. Chris Paul had 10-10 lackluster night, but Steph Curry on the other side, 41 points, 2 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals. Gordon Hayward, a recent pickup, 27 points. Klay Thompson had 15. Terrence Ross with a 13. Wiseman, the young big man, with 12 and 7. Zubac 10 and 9 as well. Now we have the 2 NBA superpowers, as some people are calling it, the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. You got Westbrook versus Harden, Westbrook versus KD, LeBron versus KD, LeBron versus Kyrie. Big time matchup here. The two teams that look to be finals bound right there, as you see. LeBron and Westbrook doing a little dancey dance before the game. 21-12 Lakers, and the Nets are 25-8, sitting as a top 3 team in the Eastern Conference right now. These two teams look to be locks for the finals. 33 points in the last couple of games for Harden. He has been kind of playing his best basketball since he left Houston. Incredible performances by James Harden as of late. Them cornrows giving him special powers. You see Blake Griffin in the background. He returned to the Nets this year, as well as Paul Millsap, a recent signing, and LaMarcus Aldridge and Patty Mills. Kevin Durant averaging 25 points this year. You already know these two lineups. They are two stacked teams. Marc Gasol starting for the Lakers. His brother Pau just recently retired. Shout out to Pau. Number 16 is getting retired by the Lakers too, so that's really cool. Malik Monk, you see that big dunk. Durant though, big deep 3 over AD. 5-6. The Lakers and Brooklyn dueling. LeBron too big there for Joe Harris. Sorry, Puff, but Joe Harris just he's not no match for LeBron. Malik Monk pulls the 3, misses a little bit of a doinker, but Anthony Davis getting the rebound. 13-17. A big old Russ layup. Russ joining the Lakers is such a weird move to me. But, we'll see how it ends up as Millsap, another strange-ish move. So he gets the layup, a nice little LeBron to AD oop. Speaking of oops, Rondo over to Ariza, who's just out of action in real life. But in this, he's still hitting 3s. I hope Ariza gets healthy soon. Nicholas Claxton, big dunk over Carmelo. Westbrook over there, big old dunk on his former buddy James Harden. But Durant trying to keep the Nets in it as they tie the game up 73-73. But now we got 73-78 is Nunn with the big dunk. 75-84, and Nunn hits a 3. The Lakers pulling away here, kind of whooping up on the big 3 of the Nets, but Harden won't let that stop him. Nice little stop, pull up a jumper over Russ Westbrook, but Westbrook going at the hoop. Big dunk over Kyrie, KD, and Harden. Almost the big 3 just got posted there as LeBron handling the ball. Got a little cold towards the end of the game. Didn't really play his best basketball, but he is aging. It's kind of strange because we're seeing the GOAT get older. But the Lakers come away with the win. 123-111. Both teams really fought hard, but the Lakers with a commanding victory here on Christmas Day. This could be our finals matchup. We could see this matchup 7 times. It's a very interesting 2 teams. We'll see if either team makes any more moves. Right now, they have what could be considered perfect rosters. The Lakers have veteran in skill, and the Nets just have straight powerhouses. LeBron, 25-6. Westbrook, 22-14-7. Malik Monk had 19 on 7 for 8. This man, very, very efficient for the Lakers here tonight. Westbrook, not as many turnovers as he really had in all of his other campaigns in both OKC, the Wizards, and the Rockets. He only had a couple there. Anthony Davis, a little short of a double-double there. Rondo, 2, 2, and 4, and Kendrick Nunn and Carmelo also helped scoring for the Lakers. KD leading the Nets with 31, Kyrie with 19, Blake Griffin with 18, and James Harden kind of sucked tonight, 11, 7, and 8. Paul Millsap, LaMarcus Aldridge, the Nets with a sad loss here in LA. Final game of the night, and I hate to say it, but it's a little bit of a snoozer. The 23-8 Dallas Mavericks taking on the 18-12 Utah Jazz, led by Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, both having pretty decent seasons. Donovan Mitchell, you see there, averaging 15 points. Rudy Gobert, the 7th most voted front court player for the Western Conference. LeBron, Jokic, AD, top 3. I feel like nobody's surprised by that. You see them starting matchup lineups. Tim Hardaway Jr., he's been balling. He's been doing all kinds of things. He's been shooting lights out lately, but Luka shot lights out to start the game as he hits a 3 in the very first possession, comes right back down the court, hits another one over Brogdon, who recently joined the Jazz there in return for Mike Conley. Alex Caruso also on this squad, a little bit of an interesting couple moves by the Jazz lately, as Rudy Gobert leading the league in rebounds right there. Donovan Mitchell, big 3 over Tim Hardaway. It's tied 11-11 to speed start, 13-13. Tim Hardaway Jr. with a big 3. Tim Hardaway Jr. kind of having a breakout year here. He was averaging 28 at one point. Now he's averaging like 22. Dallas at the top of the Western Conference right there. A big surprise is in real life, Dallas does not have a very good roster or a very good supporting cast around Luka. But, 2K, they get it done. Is Alex Caruso with the fancy little finish over there over Willie Cauley-Stein and Jalen Brunson. Reggie Bullock here, new member on the team. They just recently signed him. Willie Cauley-Stein with the big old dunk, and Bryn Forbes with the one-hand slam, 35-36. And then, Utah just kind of falls off the face of the map, and Dallas goes up 61-45 here as Jalen Brunson knocks down the 364-45 here in the second, and they are up 21 to end the half. Which is bad. I don't know why I just went silent there, but it's bad. They're down a lot, all right? The Utah Jazz got absolutely pummeled. Hate to say it. Maxi Kleber getting the big bucket to go. And now, Utah tried to climb back. Nice little layup by Donovan Mitchell. But down 14 here with 50 seconds left to go. Even some crazy shots by Donovan Mitchell will not bring this team back as Dallas wins 118-102 here in the final game of Christmas Day, end of the episode. Reggie Bullock tying his shoes, and Brogdon and Luka dapping up. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like. Donovan Mitchell, 39 points. He did everything he could not lead the Jazz to a win. Rudy Gobert had 12 rebounds, 3 blocks. Brogdon had 21 points. Whiteside was the 4th most scoring. Ingles sucked. Bogdan sucked. Clarkson sucked. So did Alex Caruso. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you leave a like. We're going to go over the Mavs points, and then sub up, comment, all them good things. This is an active test, so if you got to this point, comment Mavericks with the dub, and that's all you got to do. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.
I'm the bee's knees, these hoes, yeah, they just love me. Flow so cold, but my nose straight runny. Got a lot of bros, so don't act funny. Shooting off shots, gun hopping like a bunny. Run up on me, you a motherfucking dummy. I do these